How's it going, gamers? Today I wanted to talk a little bit about something near and dear to my heart, and that is horrible video games. Horrible, nasty, disgusting, there's so many out there, especially in today's day and age. You just can't outrun them. It's kind of beautiful, hence why I'm so obsessed. But you see, this obsession is nothing new, actually, because this obsession is nothing new, actually, because I remember the old days. Yeah, I'm old. I was born in 2003. We're old now. There used to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful social media that all old people remember called Facebook. Why we're going back to Facebook in today's beautiful story. I'm saying beautiful a lot. How's it going, beautiful? Is to go back to a time some of our audience may have no idea even ever existed. From what I understand, Facebook games is a thing that exists now and today, but it's barely ever used, and it's mainly just gambling. It's like slot machines, and I don't think it actually was any different when I was a kid. When I was a kid, they had some bangers. They had some absolute bangers on Facebook games, yeah. And you might actually know some of these bangers today. A lot of the Facebook game crowd has moved on to mobile games, along with a lot of other different gaming crowds in the mid to early 2010s. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves now. The year is 2010. Smokey has just gotten himself a fancy new Facebook account. Aw, yeah. We're surfing the interweb now. And so, the first thing I notice is the game section. All of these beautiful, beautiful games. Beautiful, beautiful. All these wonderful games. How about that? How about that? Now, yeah? Working with synonyms now? Yeah. A lot of these wonderful games were free. And that was kind of unheard of back then. Besides Flash games and like super simple online web games, having an entire arcade for free, that was malarkey, fucking unthinkable. And so little Smokey goes and plays it through all the games. That's where we come across the topic of today's video, Ninja Wars. Now, I'm not sure if anyone here knows about it. Unless you read the title of this video, then you probably know about it to an extent, or you're my friend. There's something very nostalgic about this game that I can't quite ever put my finger on. Maybe that's just the point of nostalgia. But I've always thought the fighting mechanics in this game were something very unique. And I think the developers of the game agreed with me, because they made 4 other games in the exact same style and fighting mechanics. Some that come to my mind were, besides Ninja Wars, there was Ninja Wars 2. There was Brains. There was Office Wars. There was Office Wars 2. I think I might be making that last one up. And what's crazy to me is this game was not small in the slightest. In fact, I would probably say if you were around during the day, it was probably on par or just around that B-tier territory of Farmville. It was somewhere around that B-tier territory of Farmville, where like your grandma to your cousin to your friend across the street, they all probably heard about it to the minimum extent. Which leads me to another thing, if we can talk about that real quick. Can we talk about how games wanted you to share everything on Facebook? Like, even to this day, old games with Facebook connectivity are just like, wow, you got a coin. You should share this with all your friends and family members. I'm sure Grandma Sam would love to see you get that coin again. In fact, here's a picture. Framed. You and your coin. But leading back to the main topic now. Ninja Warriors does not exist. In fact, it has not existed for about 7 years now. But I only thought about it recently. So I'm hurt, and we all have to share this pain now. So it turns out that Broken Bulb Studio, the studio that made Ninja Wars, Brains, Office Wars, etc. Somehow, some way, while being completely monetized and having millions of active players, literally millions, they went bankrupt. They just lost all their money. Now, I don't know, and I'm not going to judge. It really seems like they kind of miffed it. From what I see, they went bankrupt around the same time that they launched Ninja Wars 2. So maybe they saw how many people liked the first one, tried to capitalize on the second one. Actually, if I remember correctly, I might be completely wrong here, but I'm pretty sure they pulled in Overwatch 2 long before Overwatch 2 was ever a thing. I'm pretty sure they cut off the power to Ninja Wars 1 around the time that they launched up Ninja Wars 2. Though I actually am not a reputable source. I was a child, a baby, baba. And it's just crazy to me how a company like this that seemingly had so much going for it and such a unique gameplay mechanic and feel with literally millions of active players back in like 2011 internet days, and they still found a way to fail. And the crazy thing is nobody knows what happened. See, like I could sit you down and try to tell you this entire story of the ups and downs. It could be an entire Sunny V2 video. But the active fact of the matter is, from my understanding, the company is still going on today with a single employee, and it hasn't had a single piece of activity in 7 years. So I'm not sure if the company is waiting for everybody to get really nostalgic and where they release their sleeper hit Ninja Wars 3, and we can all collectively laugh and pre-cum together, or if they're doing some funny money laundering stuff, which I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. It's not an accusation, Broken Bulb. I'm not sure if you are still out there or if you can sue me, but if you can, don't. Now, this was just a quick little video that I wanted to make, shouting out the real ones who played Facebook games as a kid. If you were part of that subculture at all, I'm so proud of you. If you're part of that subculture at all, post what your favorite Facebook game was down in the comments. I'll read them. I'll read each and every one. You know what? I'll give them a little kiss too, a little heart, little red heart. Unless you tell me to kill myself, then I'll give you a thumbs down. Cutting in at the end, did you know that there's a 40% chance that I am live at any moment? Yeah, you can check right now using my Twitch link down below. Oh shit, and maybe I'm not live, but do not worry, because you haven't missed anything. I also have a VODs channel, also down below. Both of these channels have so much more content than I am able to fist out here. So if you appreciate the way I talk, the rhyme, the flow of my flexing, then I think you would really appreciate those channels. And I appreciate you for watching. Or go touch some grass or some shit. Get out of here.